I was born with my hearing. When I was a little baby, about 1 year old, I was very sick. I actually had a bad ear infection. My parents took me to the doctor then, and the doctor gave me medicine. At that point, I became deaf. From that point on, I grew up completely deaf. I learned to use sign language when I was little, in elementary school. My teachers at school taught my parents how to use sign language, and then they also taught me how to sign and communicate with other people. I grew up and went to high school here in Dayton. School was good. I was able to communicate with teachers and other kids. I got my first job when I was 17, working for KFC. When we got a new boss at KFC, things changed and he fired me. He did not understand me, and he really didn't know how communication was going to work between the two of us. It was a really tough time in my life when I lost my job. At that point, I was really working hard then to search for a job. I just kept looking and pursuing leads to find a job. But I was struggling with what I should do and where I could go to get help on my job search. Then I realized that I could probably go to Goodwill. I thought they would be able to help me find a job.
I met Renee on our first day of her assessment at Groceryland. I had never worked with her before. I walked in, she was very kind, very sweet, worked very hard, did everything that she was asked to do. Renee has not let her deafness be a disability for her. Renee shared with me that she was looking for employment. She really wanted to work. She really had a desire to be successful and not sit at home and have no purpose. She really wanted a job and a place to go every day.
The people at Groceryland called me and wanted to set up a time for an interview. When we went to Groceryland for the assessment, I met a man, the manager, named Mr. Larry Tuck. Mr. Tuck, Sheska, and I did a 2-week training in the store. I really enjoyed my training time there. I liked chatting with the other workers, helping them with their work, and if I needed help, they would help me. I also got to help the customers when I was there.
After the assessment was finished, Mr. Tuck offered her a position of 16 hours. She really wanted more hours, but loved working at Groceryland. So she said, you know, I think I'll take that job and hope that they'll give me more hours in the future.
I was so excited to get offered the job. I was kind of shocked to get the offer, but it was great. It gave me more energy to keep going forward and helped me feel more confident about my future. This is a much better job than I had before. I really like the work. Stocking shelves. I enjoy bagging for the customers. I like communicating with my coworkers. I really enjoy my new job at Groceryland.
So being just wonderful worker and dedicated and having great work ethic, she has moved into those new hours. They have given her more responsibility, and her coworkers absolutely rave about her.
I feel so much better now than I did before I got this job. I really needed to find work and get a job. And I did it. I got the job and really like my job. It has changed my quality of life.
About a month or 2 ago, when I stopped in, she shared with me that she had saved up enough money to get her own apartment and move out of her mom's house for the very first time. I was so proud.
I have my own apartment. I've become completely independent.
The sky's the limit. Whatever she wants to do, I believe she'll be successful in.